I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
This is Maggie Mae. Join us as we follow the moon. Today, we are exploring some rural areas in northern Illinois and across the border into Iowa. And we're seeing scenery that we didn't even know existed in this part of the country.
It really is beautiful.
So come along and join us.
Thank you.
Now we start off today in Illinois. And this is in Oglesby, Illinois at Buffalo Rock State Park. They do live up to their name with buffaloes.
Yes, they do.
These three guys are right there by the parking lot. And they were actually acting like they didn't like the heat even at this time of the year.
That's right.
Now the park is famous for these 5 effigies made in the ground. These are all man-made in recent history. And it was a nice trail, it was a nice walk, but it was a bit of a disappointment because there's no place where you can get up and actually view these things. All you see are raised hills beside you, and they're so large you can't really tell what you're seeing. So this wasn't our favorite spot that we've been, but it was still a nice walk. Now located about 10 or 15 minutes away from there is Starved Rock State Park. We decided we would stop there on the way back because we had time to kill.
And this was a treat. It was absolutely beautiful.
This is amazing. It's a great hike. Early on in the hike, you'll come to this area and you'll see this cave on the right-hand side. You don't realize until you get up into it how huge it is.
It was massive.
Yeah, you can kind of get an idea here in this shot at just how large this cave is. And when you think it can't get any more impressive than this cave, we'll take a walk down that path that you see there from the cave. And the paths are all easy to follow, and there's a lot of the rock like that.
They go along a lot of water, so you do want to wear boots.
Yeah, it is kind of a wet hike. Nothing deep, but your feet will get wet.
And it's a clay kind of mud.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that! Ooh.
Back in amongst those rocks.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
We must be water people.
I know.
We love the water.
The sound of it is amazing. So relaxing. And if that cave didn't make it all worth it, the waterfalls definitely do. But then you go just around the corner from that and you'll see these massive rock formations start up again. And again, the trail leads right along the side of these rocks, and there's another magnificent waterfall.
Yeah, it was really beautiful.
The nice thing with this, the water that you see there is not any more than 3 or 4 inches deep, so you can walk around behind. Now this one was a treat. If you haven't seen our video on Geneseo campground, the Hennepin Canal runs right along beside it. And it's got a great walking track along the side of it. And within a mile of the park, you'll come across this. The canal has locks all the way through it, and lock number 24 is right there about a mile away from the park. A real easy walk. And the locks are all wooden. I'd never seen them made like that. But they're there, they're still functional. A lot of people fishing. I guess there's great fishing right there in that area. Now next up, we're in Iowa, and this is Amana Colonies. And Amana Colonies is an old settlement. There's a lot of buildings in here, On the National Historic Register, it goes back into the 1800s, way back into the 1800s. And it's kind of a German-type settlement.
Yeah, you're definitely stepping back in time when you go in here.
The day we were there, it wasn't incredibly busy. Here's a home from 1857, but it does get really busy during the summer months.
Everything is still being used today. It's not like it was walked away from.
Yeah, and it's not that they're recreations or anything. These are the authentic buildings. Now they've been repurposed to be homes or be bed and breakfasts or businesses. This is a picture here of the Amana General Store. And that Amana General Store is still there today, right on the main street. It looks a little different today than what it did. It's a little more decorated. And this is what the interior looks like. All sorts of goodies. This one was a Christmas store. And it brings in that German theme. Every German village, it seems like, has a Christmas store in it. I
so
like
much fun.
those. I like the RV ornaments.
Yeah.
Really pretty, really festive. I like the polar bears.
Yes.
The upside down tree, I thought that was unique. Now this is the bakery, and we did get a peach pie while we were there, and
Yes,
it was
we did.
very, very good. But lots of home-baked breads.
Pastries.
All kinds of sweets. Now this is an amazing place. If you've never been there, you've got to put this on your bucket list. Maquoketa Caves in Maquoketa, Iowa.
I'm glad you can pronounce that.
Now, it starts off on a very easy hike, fairly flat where we started in. And then you start to get more area that's built up a little bit, but it wasn't anything really that extraordinary at that point.
My eyes didn't pop.
Then there's these stairs going up. And you go up the stairs, and there's a cave. But it's a real small cave, and neither one of us were ones that we wanted to crawl in there on our stomachs to,
That's right.
to see it.
Those days are over.
That's right. But there's a natural bridge that is just absolutely incredible.
Look at how big that is.
Those aren't ants, those are people
Those are
underneath.
people, yeah.
And you can take stairs and go over the top of it, or you can go under it
And
like what we are there.
You need to go under it, I'm telling you right now.
Because once you go under it, then you'll see this staircase going down in even further. And it is the most incredible cave. I had to duck, I would say probably 4.5 foot high at the lowest point.
Yeah.
But once you go through that low point, it gets taller. It's like a concrete walkway that's been put in there, so it's good walking, but it is wet, it is slippery. But you come into a couple of these caverns that are just
Wasn't
huge.
this called the dancing?
The dance hall.
The dance hall, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to come here. It was so cool.
And once you come back up out of the cave, the fun hasn't ended. There's the dance hall one direction. This is balanced rock, 17-ton rock. Now next up, we wanted something big. And this is Iowa 80. Now, you've probably seen our video on Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's are huge. They're very unique. But this is the world's largest truck stop. Truckers are not welcomed at Buc-ee's.
That's right.
It's a convenience store. This is for basically everyone, but basically themed to truckers.
Yeah.
Now, to give you an idea, there's a pickup truck in there. Well, there's another truck in there. There are trucks inside the store. There are smaller trucks and there's bigger trucks. There's probably 5 or 6 fast food franchises in it. You name it, from clothing to accessories, they've got everything in there. They've even got a full buffet restaurant that looked amazing.
That's nice.
They've got a separate place upstairs for the trucker's loft. They've got massage, they've got everything. And then the back half, a theater, that's right. The back half of this is all geared towards trucks. It has a semi-truck inside it and any type of accessory you'd ever want for your 18-wheeler. Now that says Trucking Museum on it, and it's located right next door. Now we're going to go to Dunning Springs. This is in Decorah, Iowa. And we went there basically to see the ice cave. When you pull into the parking area, there's a road right there, and the road is closed. No car traffic to it past the parking area. So we took the trail along the river. According to the sign, it looked like that's where the cave was going to be.
Well, and we were using the All Trails.
That's right. We were using All Trails app, and the trail kind of drifted away from the one on All Trails as we went. So we would see, we would see some areas like that where it would start to drift back towards the left. So we'd go back over towards the left looking for it, and we got into some steeper areas. That area is called the Backbone, and it's quite a difficult section of trail.
It is very challenging.
And we finally came across at the top of the Backbone this one that says Ice Cave. Well, that's got to be the trail that'll take us there. And so we went on the Ice Cave trail. We ended up and we walked 3.5 miles, and it came back down to the road that was closed, and on that road is the cave.
Yes.
Probably a half a mile away from where we parked.
But you know what? If we hadn't have taken the trails, we wouldn't have seen all the cool stuff.
Now this is as you go into the ice cave. The rock shifted some years ago. They'll only allow you 10 feet into the cave. But from our understanding, the way the cave is made, it holds ice inside there until August each year. Now it gets real dark at this point, but I'm going to turn on the flashlight here so you can see a little bit better. That was a dead end going to the right, and then this goes back into the left.
It was too confining for me.
Yeah, and this is what you see when you go to leave. You're that close to the road the whole time. So we had just a short period of time in the western part of Illinois and the eastern part of Iowa. Cathy, what'd you think?
I was amazed. It was beautiful.
It really surprised me. It wasn't, I figured, corn country like where I grew up in Ohio. I didn't realize everything that there was to do and see. It's a beautiful area, and we definitely have it on our radar to come back when we can spend more time.
Absolutely.
So if you enjoyed the video today, we certainly ask you to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you know when all of our videos come out. If you liked it, leave us a thumbs up. We sure do appreciate it.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thanks for watching today.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media too.